Right off the bat, I have two questions for you. Is this gonna be a better year than 2025 for Jordan releases? And how many pair of Jordans are you planning on getting this year? Let's get right into it. Alright boys and girls, the 2026 year is upon us. We have a lot of sneaker releases to talk about, but before I give you the top 15, I wanted to go ahead and mention some Jordan releases that don't have official release dates just yet, but they are releasing in 2026 for sure. The first one that I want to talk about is the Jordan 6 White Infrared. This is set to be releasing, as I mentioned, sometime in 2026. There's rumors floating around that it might release in the holiday time or even in July. So again, release dates are subject to change. The next one that I want to talk about is the Awake NY Air Jordan 6. And of course, you can expect a pink pair that is going to be a little bit more limited, and a navy blue pair, which it looks like a dark navy. The next one up is the Jordan 1 Royal Blues. These are set to be releasing again sometime in 2026. There's rumors floating around that it might release in the holiday of 2026, but the rumor is that these won't have the whole 85 cut version, which fingers crossed, that's actually a very good look as well. All right, so the first Jordan release that I want to talk about in the top 15, it is the Jordan 5 Wolf Grays, set to be releasing in February 28 for $220, and these are beautiful. I actually had a pair back in 2011 when they first came out, and these, again, they just look very crispy clean. One thing that I can see is a little bit different. The nubuck or suede that they're using seems to be better quality as well. And I can definitely appreciate the icy blue soles with the wolf gray color. I think is a good contrast, although I hate it because they will eventually turn yellow. 23 number right there in the quarterback panel, that looks fantastic. And also one thing that I love about the Jordan 5 Wolf Grays is that it has the white stitching, which that's where I feel like Awake NY got their design cue, maybe, I don't know, but it has like white stitching all throughout that looks very crispy. 3M tongue as well. And yeah, man, I really like these. I sold them back in the day because they started getting a little bit yellow because I started wearing them pretty heavily because, again, they are that crispy. But yeah, man, these are gonna be, I feel like, a problem. So if you like them, do what you need to do. Enter as many raffles as possible because there's some buzz around them for sure. Hypebeast, where you at, man? We have a triple collaboration with Fragment, Union, and Jordan Brand for the Jordan 1s in the Sport Royal colorway, set to be releasing sometime in February 2026. We don't have an official day, but it is going to be releasing in February for $205. Very clean colorway if you were to ask me. This is actually 1 out of 3 for the triple collab, and I feel that these are the cleanest in my opinion. This is only going to be limited to 15,000 units, and I really like these because it has the white navy top portion, and then in the bottom we have the royal blue colorway, and I really like these a lot. Grainy leather all throughout the sneaker, Fragment stamp right there in the quarter panel looks very nice, and then the purple laces, which if you don't know, black laces, when they get overexposed with sunlight, they start turning purple. I'm pretty sure that that's what they were going for, but I wish that they went ahead and kind of made them a little bit more faded, really giving that vibe for sure. The other pair that is floating around is the red one that has the red in the top portion and white and black at the bottom in Fragment fashion, of course. This one is rumored to be having 44,000 pairs, so a little bit more than the white and blue one, but still enter as many raffles as possible because I feel that these are going to sell out. Let me know in the comment section which one do you like, but do what you need to do because these are going to be a problem as well. Up next, we have the Jordan 13 Chicago's, aka the Sherry's. These are set to be releasing on March 13th for $210. This is actually the 2010 version and it still looks very clean. The red color is still there, like it hasn't actually faded. No sole separation. I can actually still get wears out of these. Maybe not play ball in them, but I can definitely rock them casually and they should be just fine. I wore them the other day, so that's why I can say that. And am I gonna go out of my way to get a 2026 pair? Although I have this one that has been around for 15 plus years. Maybe not, but I can say this is a top Jordan 13 colorway for sure. The Jordan 13 Sherry's have released already 3 times in the past, in 1998, 2010, 2017, and now for the 4th time in 2026. It's supposed to have a better shape and it is supposed to be closer to the OG in 1998, but at the end of the day, we've seen them before, and to the naked eye, if you're just rocking them and and you see someone 5-10 feet away, you're not really gonna know the difference. Does that really matter? Do you have a pair or not, and do you want a pair or not? In my opinion, that's what really matters. I don't really see these actually selling out. I see these unfortunately hitting the outlets, but they are clean for sure. So if you like them, go ahead and cop. I promise most of my list is like real OG colorways, so I'm not gonna have like a bunch of hype beasts, but the next one, it is really on the hype beast lane, and I'm talking about the Virgil Abloh Archive Air Jordan 1 Alaska colorway, aka the Euro exclusive, I believe, set to be releasing on March 28 for a price of $230. These were actually supposed to be releasing last year, specifically on December 2025, and again, they got postponed. Release dates are subject to change, right? One thing that stands out for sure is the inside of the sneaker, where there's a little bit of a difference. Now it says VAA for Nike instead of Off-White for Nike like the original one, and now it's being called the Alaska colorway, as I mentioned, instead of the Euro name. Not sure if there's gonna be like differences maybe on like shades of the colors, but either way, they are definitely anticipated, especially since we haven't gotten really that much Off-White or Virgil sneakers. I don't think I would actually rock them, but I would definitely get them for like decorating purposes and display them on a clear case, and I feel that they will look very nice for sure, considering what they are, the history behind them, and all of that good stuff. They're going to be pretty difficult to get. I expect them to be on the limited side, so do what you need to do, because yeah, they're gonna be difficult for sure. If you happen to miss out on a beautiful Jordan 4 that has a nice red tone, well, this one is more like a brickish tone, also called the brick by bricks, and if you happen to miss out on them like me, then this is really not a consolation price, but it is a very good red sneaker to get. And I'm talking about the Jordan 4 Toro Bravos, set to be releasing on May 2nd for $220. The last time that we saw these were in 2013, and I actually have them right here. And wear your sneakers, man. As much as I preach that, some sneakers, might not make it to the feet all the time, and I haven't worn these in quite some time, and yeah, a little bit yellowing there, little bit yellowing in the Jumpman right there, and they're looking very dusty, and I don't like that. So yeah, I'm probably gonna go for a pair of these. Again, this is not a consolation price if you missed out on the brick by bricks. In my opinion, this is actually a better version, a better shade of red instead of that brickish type of red. The only thing I don't like about these sneakers right here is that gray label in the tongue. I wish that it was black. I always had that complaint, and I feel that if it was a black label with a white Jumpman, it would have looked much better. Either way, these have a good amount of buzz. Back in 2013 when they released, a lot of people wanted these, and I feel that they released right where they needed to release them, like in real prime sneakerhead times, and now we're getting them in 2026. We don't really know what's gonna happen, but I don't expect these to really sit, to be honest with you, and even if they do sell out, I think that it's still gonna be, pretty easy to get, but at the same time, things could go sideways. So do not sleep, enter as many raffles as you can. But either way, this is definitely a cop for sure. Speaking of the man Nigel, now we're gonna go ahead and talk about the Nigel Jordan 4s in the Cinnabar colorway, set to be releasing on May 9th for $230. This is pretty much like a fire red colorway with a little bit, of a twist in the colorway, and especially with that nice little Nike swoosh right there in the front, which is pretty much Nigel's signature at this point, and they look very clean. These were originally seen in the Jordan 40th anniversary dinner celebration, where they were announcing the brick by brick 4s, and that created a good amount of buzz. Like, I actually went crazy because I'm like, man, like, we finally are getting the brick by bricks, and now we have like a good alternate colorway that looks very crispy. Come on, man. I thought that they would be releasing in 2025, but now we get them in 2026, and these are pretty anticipated, just like the brick by bricks, where in my opinion these look better than the brick by bricks. So if you like these, I expect these to be a little bit, I feel like they're gonna be a problem for sure, and these are definitely contenders for the sneaker of the year. If you love Jordan 1s and you like Jordan 1 lows and you like the Bred colorway, well, you're not going to be disappointed because we're talking about the Jordan 1 low band colorway set to be releasing on May 16 for $145. And these look very crispy. The packaging is A1 for sure. The little details is what makes this sneaker stand out the most. And of course, the quality looks very nice as well. In the inside, it has the date where they were kind of like banned per se on October 1884. We have the X right there in the back, which basically represents the banned status for the Jordan 1s. And in case you didn't know, the reason that they are called the banned is because originally the Jordan 1 Bred, I know that some people are gonna say, oh, it was the airships originally, but this is Nike's story. I'm just telling you guys. Nike basically was supposed to pay $1,000 fine per game, and that's what the NBA told them in a letter. And of course, Nike paid the check because at the end of the day, it got the exposure, it got the marketing that the Jordan 1 Breds, aka bands, airships, whatever you want to call them, the story, right? Let's stick to the story. Basically, it was good marketing for sure. The sneaker looks great, man. I love the details, I love the box, love all the crispiness of the sneaker. For me, this is definitely a cop. Up next, we have the Jordan 13s in the Flint colorway, set to be releasing on June 20th for $215. The last time that they released was in 2020, and I actually have the 2010 version, I believe, that still looks good the same way as my Jordan 13 white cherries. And I feel that it is a nice colorway to get, especially because we don't really see a lot of like Jordans in blue colorways. And Flint to me kind of reminded me back then, like in a New York type of colorway, like a Yankee colorway, better say. And that's the reason why I bought them back then, and the reason why also other sneakerheads buy them. But I feel that this is a classic for sure. I feel that you shouldn't really sleep on them, but at the same time, I almost expect them to go to the outlets. So do with that information what you want. But if you like the sneaker, do not sleep. And the same thing goes to any sneaker in this list. If you like the sneaker, do not sleep because, you know, you never know what can happen. But either way, I think this is a very nice colorway, especially if you don't have a lot of Jordan 13s. Up next, we have the Jordan 3 True Blues. These are set to be releasing on July 3rd for $230. The last time that we saw them was in 2016, which is this pair right here. And as you can see, it looks pretty good, right? Like, so again, wear your sneaker, guys. That's all I'm trying to say. That's why I'm showing you all of these sneakers, because if you wear them and you basically take care of them, you know, you don't have to go out in 5-6 years to get another pair, although it's already been 10 years. And again, for 10 years, it's not bad. A little bit of yellowing right here, but nothing too crazy. I feel like I can actually clean this. Yeah, I don't feel like I'm gonna get the 2026 version. Also, the leather is pretty good as well. Either way, I feel that this is a fan favorite for sure. A lot of OG sneakerheads are gonna go after these, and a lot of the general public is just gonna go ahead and gravitate towards these because it is a very clean colorway. White, blue with a little bit of red in the tongue section, in the Jumpman logo right there. One thing that is a little bit different with this Jordan 3 is that we have another elephant print panel right there by the laces that is typically not seen on other Jordan 3s. But yeah, man, it looks very clean. Nike Air branding in the back, that's something that we can expect. And overall, I feel that all white and blue Jordans for the most part do very well because we don't see them as often. And this one right here is gonna be a pretty good cop as well. Up next, we have another fan favorite, and Jordan Brand definitely went to their vault for this one. And I'm talking about the Jordan 5 in the UNC colorway, set to be releasing on July 18 for $215. And these look very crispy. The last time that we saw them was all the way back in 2006. 20 years later, we finally get our first retro and your first chance in getting them after 20 years. One thing that I love about these right here is the fact that they have like very icy blue soles, which to me, that just means that they're not gonna yellow as fast, and basically they're going to last longer and look clean for a long time. You know, some people like that whole age type of look, but not every sneaker really looks good with age soles. Like sometimes they just look good like this, especially in this blue tone right here. Also, I expect these to do pretty well since they are dropping in the middle of the summertime. I don't expect these to really sit at all whatsoever, so enter as many raffles as possible. And another UNC color that is dropping this year is the Jordan 14. This is actually set to be releasing on March 21st. It's not part of the official top 15, but I still wanted to bring them up because they look very clean as well. And it is also another UNC colorway. But me, for example, I think I'm gonna go for the Jordan 5s because of the white outline. I think that stands out a lot, and it has that blue liner and that real blue sole. I don't know what color it is, but I know it is a darker shade of icy blue. So yeah, I like those a lot. So if you like them, do what you need to do, enter as many raffles, because yeah, these are gonna be a problem. The next sneaker is the Jordan 9 Space Jams, aka the playoffs. These are set to be releasing on August 8th for $215. We're set to be celebrating the 30th anniversary of the Space Jam movie, and of course Jordan brand is going to go ahead and release the Jordan 9s because of course Jordan himself wore these in the Space Jam movie. You know, if you have been collecting sneakers for quite some time, you know that these were actually called the playoffs before, but they changed the name later on to match the movie. Either way, the sneaker looks very crispy, very clean. White, black, you really cannot go wrong. It is recognizable by a lot of people as well. Nostalgic vibes for sure, like nostalgic 90s vibes for sure. One thing though that I don't like about the sneakers is the fact that the white sole right there at the bottom, right near the Jumpman right there, it starts getting yellow and then it gets really nasty. And then to me, it's like after that, I just don't want to wear them anymore. I'm just that picky, but highly suggest wiping them after you go ahead and use them because they're going to get yellow, and if you clean them they last longer, etc. I expect these to have a little bit of hype. They might not sell out, and if they do sell out, I don't think that they're going to be for a lot of money in the resale market. So do with that information what you want, but I feel that they look very clean for sure. Up next, we have another classic, and again, Jordan brand definitely went to their vault for this one, and that is the Jordan 4 Tour Yellow, set to be releasing on September 5th for $220. It has been 20 years since we last saw these right here, and they are fuego, man. They are definitely clean, and this is actually a collector's dream if you've been hunting for these for quite some time. Is it gonna be like a dream for the general public or maybe the average sneakerhead? Maybe not so much because I don't know the history behind it, but the sneaker looks very good, and it is, you know, hyped for those collectors. I don't think it's really hyped for a lot of people. One thing that really stands out about these right here is that they have the same treatment as the Jordan 4 Undefeateds, where they're part of the Rare Air collection, where you remove the little patch right there in the tongue section, and right underneath it says Rare Air. If you go for them, it is a classic for sure. I don't know if they're going to sit. I don't know if they're going to be difficult to get, but I'm going to say this. The Jordan 4 Undefeateds were not super difficult to get. So why should these be any more difficult, if that makes any sense? So good luck. So if you love Jordan 8s, you might be in luck because we have another classic Jordan 8 colorway, and that is the Jordan 8 Chrome, set to be releasing on September 12th for $215. And these are classic. These are beautiful. The last time that we saw them was all the way back in 2015, so 11 years. And that's the pair that I used to have. I sold them, but I regret that as well because honestly, it is a very good sneaker. It's very versatile. You can definitely get a lot of wear out of them, and they just look great, man. On feet with shorts, on feet with, you know, long pants, it doesn't really matter. They look very good. Again, top colorways of all time. So let me know in the comment section which other Jordan 8 you like as well, but I don't expect these to sell out, to be honest with you. I expect these to sit on shelves and possibly hit the outlets, because if the Jordan 8 Bugs Bunnies that recently released didn't really sell out, then I don't expect these to sell out either, because the Jordan 8 Bugs Bunnies have a little bit more history with the sneakerheads. At the end of the day, if you like them, do what you need to do the extra legwork and all of that good stuff. These are more than a fan favorite. This is more like a cult following favorite. I guess I'm part of that cult because I really love these right here, and I'm talking about the Jordan 4 Breds, set to be releasing on November 27 for $220. The last time that they released was all the way back in 2019, which is this version right here. And this one actually looks very crispy. Like, it looks very good, very wearable, no signs of aging really. And even though that there's no signs of aging, I'm still gonna go for the 2026 pair. I hardly do that, but in my opinion, to me, this is like a top 3, top 5 best model colorway of all time. Like, these are very crispy. You could definitely get a lot of wear out of them. I feel like general public is gonna go for these. Regular sneakerheads are gonna go for these. I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of people are gonna go for these. I expect these to sell out and do better than the white cement. So yeah, do what you need to do because these are gonna be a problem. It's the end of the year and we can expect another Jordan 11, but this time it's not just any Jordan 11. Like, I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, I'm copping, and I'm talking about the Jordan 11 Space Jams, set to be releasing on December 12th for $235, and they are beautiful, and they're coming back with the 23 in the back. And to a regular non-sneakerhead, they're gonna say like, ooh, that's crazy, right? But for us sneakerheads, that is really important because we want 23, not 45. And although that we had the 45 in the 2016 version, and it looked good and the packaging was great, it was still not 23. However, I want that 23 stitched. Like, in my opinion, stitch is better than the regular version because it lasts longer and it's not gonna like peel or anything like that. But of course, we cannot expect nothing else but a clean sneaker, black upper nylon. We have the nice Jumpman right there in blue. We have the beautiful black patent leather, white midsole, icy blue soles, and the sneaker looks so good that you can wear it with a tux and it's just gonna be very clean. Some people like these better than the Concords, some people prefer the Concords, but either way, flip a coin, you really cannot go wrong. These look very, very clean. I hope that the packaging is just as good as the 2016 version, which was the 20th anniversary, because the 30th anniversary sounds a little bit better. And these definitely deserve to be on your list this year for 2026. That's pretty much it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed my top 15 Jordan releases for 2026. Good luck if you're trying to get anything in 2026. I feel that overall it's not a bad year. Maybe not as good as 2025, but it's still a pretty good year. As I was going through the list, I was like, you know what? It's actually pretty decent. We have a couple of bangers. So yeah, good luck for sure. And if I missed any kind of sneakers, it's okay. Just let me know in the comment section, you know, what Jordans I missed, what Jordans you want. Let me know how many pairs of Jordans you're getting this year. I'm literally curious because 2026 is slightly a little bit different than last year for sure. And also, if you made it all the way through, you are the real MVP. So go ahead and comment Wolf Gray, and that will let me know that you made it all the way through, that you rock with your boy pretty heavy as well, and all of that good stuff. Also, if you made it all the way through, don't forget to subscribe, smash the like button. It really does go a long way. And also follow me in my social media pages right there. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.